Previously on KVTV Under the Sun.
No one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief God. And the cleaning lady who's in easier morning.
If there's a cleaning lady cleaning the desk, then what's the point of preserving the crime scene?
Right?
Yes, that's right. Chug the computer.
It does not like all these particles.
Chug.
How does the DS handle this?
It didn't actually.
Resolution.
No, it didn't actually. It also struggled if you put too much on there.
Don't pursue this any further until court tomorrow.
That means we are going to pursue it tomorrow.
Ma'am, have you seen my entire career?
Yeah, ma'am, have you seen this guy's entire career?
Yes, he gets it!
And welcome back, everybody. This is KVTV Under the Sun with Rise from the Ashes. We have at last reached the final day of the trial, which is probably going to take way too many videos, I'm sure, just to get it done.
It's been
Is it the last
10,000
day?
years.
Last I checked, Lana and Emma are both missing at the moment, and the judge has been very gracious about waiting for a week to start the session. So take it away, Judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lotta Sky. If she's here, I guess.
Right?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Is it?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statements. But I mean, this is the third day of the trial. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Oh no.
Oh, good. Chief Gaunt!
Oh no. Sir!
Teleports in! Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Aji, been back to the pool yet?
No, I've been drawing enough as it is my work. I suggest you probably do. Okay, so. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this your proposal?
Rendering.
God damn.
Rendering. Lana, that is to say the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
Do you have that in writing?
She wants to do what?
He's the chief of police. He could do whatever he wants.
But
Having heard what
doesn't have jurisdiction over chief prosecution.
I'm sorry, KV, you're interrupting me.
Shut up! Only Santa Claus gets to pet me
I
like that.
said
You're not
you're
Santa Claus.
interrupting me, KV.
You're not Santa Claus. Only Santa Claus gets to do that.
Anyway, as I was saying, having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Isn't that right, KV?
No, you're not Santa. Shut up. Wait, she's here now?
She
Surprise!
teleported in. Did you miss it? She was right behind him.
What's
I'm
this
very
all about,
confused.
defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
It's that... Huh?
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No, Lana!
Alright! That escalated
Where have I
real-
seen this before?
This escalated real fast.
You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
No, wait, my rent! Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney, and also his rent pay. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Well, technically, didn't Mr. Edgeworth try this crap 3 months ago?
Unprecedented.
Indeed, it appears there is no further need to continue this trial.
What? What?
Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening!
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Well, okay, that's it. This is all the rise from the ashes, JK. Guys, we're actually done!
Oh, we did it, guys! We wrapped it up!
Turbo Badger! One moment, Your Honor.
Yeah, Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth!
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
Well, that's a good point.
This case also never ends. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gaunt.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh? To whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hear her testimony. Oh, okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm exercise my right to self-representation.
Yes, but I'm the prosecution. I don't care.
I don't think we need to
I don't care what you think, Miss Skye.
I'm technically a superior in the situation still.
It doesn't matter. We're in a courtroom. The exposure
Actually,
of truth.
if she's the one that's claiming herself guilty, then I mean, she can't really pull rank in that case.
Yeah. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gaunt?
Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
I don't know, he's still alive after this game, so...
Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand.
Where was Emma?
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Probably just hiding in the back.
Okay.
Chilling in the back with her sister. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma. Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator.
High school student. Your occupation is high school student.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct?
Yeah. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
Well, too bad. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. It is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, so Edgeworth doesn't need to prove it. But whenever Wright says something like that, he needs to prove it with like 7 pieces of evidence.
Right?
In like 8 cases.
I'm glad I'm on the
reference.
same wavelength as the judge. Wait, probably shouldn't be glad about that, actually. Well, okay then.
He sure gave in fast.
Hey man, we got to traumatize Edgeworth in the last case, now we get to traumatize this girl.
Wonderful.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial.
Oh boy.
You big idiot.
First, we gotta resolve what happened 2 years ago before we even get to the present day with Goodman.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
I'm sorry, Joe Dark just has this, like, onion head going on here.
He kind of looks like what's his face from Ghost Trick.
Cecil?
The main character?
Yeah, Cecil?
Kinda. He's got the suit, he's got the pointy hair.
Yeah, but it's not as long and pointy like Cecil's, though.
Okay, it's Cecil's brother, there you go.
Evil twin. Oh, that's kind of ironic, all things considered.
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
That sounds pretty clear.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
You already asked this, Judge.
Well, I'm asking it again. I need to know.
No, he asked if it has anything to do with it, and now he's asking what it has to do with it.
I guess.
You're in a court of law, this matters!
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. As in, I don't fucking know.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence.
Edgeworth is taking out the bluff card from Phoenix, right?
Well, very
Phoenix is
well. Yes? Gallery, you got something to say?
Phoenix is sitting here like, oh my god, I can't believe he's using my playbook.
Hey, you wrote it, and it was pretty easy to steal. No, not gonna lie. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
It's not stealing if he sold it for rent.
You're not wrong. Okay, that seems... I don't see any reason why to press that. Okay, I guess just press it for clarification with Joe Dark.
A man?
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer.
Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator.
Oh, no. When I said right, I was asking Mr. Wright.
Why are you asking me?
I thought you knew!
Why would I? He was there!
You don't do your research on these cases, do you, Mr. Wright?
He's the one that was there! He's the obvious better resource. Why would you not ask him?
Anyway, he must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky in Gaunt's office.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
I think we're supposed to press everything.
Okay.
What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gaunt and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gaunt.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in?
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but
Okay, that definitely needs more clarification. What did you...
What did you see?
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out?
Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you should have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then, lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yeah, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim.
Yes?
Hear more, yeah?
Would you like to stop this story?
Would you like to take a water break? Don't forget to sit down. Don't forget to set the Nintendo DS down to charge. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Do we have... No, I don't think we have it yet.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
No, let's...
Yeah, ask about the picture?
Okay, well, just want to be polite.
This picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, we can add it, or yes, you mind?
I don't mind. I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost.
Oh, and we're in good, but... Oh, no.
Hold on a second. So, let me see if I... Can I turn this?
Can we zoom in? Oh!
I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I examine?
That was in the safe.
Yep.
A picture is drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marker.
Magic marker?
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Okay, he doesn't have anything for me to add on there. Can I... Whee! Okay. Sorry, I wanted to see if there's anything else I had to pick there. But,
Oh, I think we
okay,
should
that's
definitely
nothing.
present that.
Should we listen to the rest of her testimony first to press it, or should we present
I mean,
that right away?
I mean, there's nothing... That's the last bit of it.
Okay.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can.
Okay, well, we definitely probably do need to present that to that
Okay.
statement, I believe. Yeah. Definitely hasn't been lost. Now the question is
Found
it...
it.
Okay, good. This game is not being dumb with me. The game, I'm just like, well, because the evidence list didn't update with the picture in the back, so that's why I was kind
Yeah.
of like, I hope I can present this evidence list and it registers that it's correct without me having to re-examine the thing again.
It feels like it's one of those things where it's like, haha, look at the power of the DS, look in the back of this so you know this for later, and then
I
because the game
wonder-
never flags it, it's like, how am I supposed to know that?
Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence?
Where are you going with this, Phoenix?
Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
He's so excited.
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
What? We can turn pages over?
Welcome to
Turn
the era of Nintendo 3DS.
I did not know we could turn pages over like this.
I know, there's a whole other side of the page, Your Honor.
Yes.
Oh my god. I've
What
been printing
is
things
that?
one side for so long.
Hey, that's it! That's the picture I drew!
Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here.
Wrestling? What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Oh? These lists, they're different from each other.
Oh no. What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete.
Dun dun dun! Yay, we got that information out when we've already known that.
These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. I don't think we can see those marks.
Yeah. Not even
So
in
you
HD.
see- So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Give him that crappy list. Order! Order! But Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
What?
Detective Goodman, what the hell?
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor!
Oh, you're right, Mr. Wright. Your eyes are bulging from your head. It's quite disturbing.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Oh. Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have that list around handy, you know?
It's possible. Let's see. How did you not know this, Edgeworth? You had the evidence list.
It's
Well,
been
hey,
2 years, Edgeworth!
He's just getting used to the knowing that there's the backside of paper, just like I am.
My favorite part is that he's holding a piece of paper that had nothing in the back.
Is something wrong? You seem to only want to say the letter M.
Do you even have to ask?
You know the letter M's unlucky. It's number 13 on the alphabet.
M is the first letter of my name, sir. Sorry,
Oh, okay. That
Your
makes sense,
Honor.
too.
There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing.
What?
This is a kangaroo court! What? That's the thing! The thing that was dancing in the evidence room!
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
Neither does Emma.
Well,
I love how we
Skip
cut
it.
to Emma's face, and she's just staring blankly like, I can't
Kowalski,
believe I'm here.
Do you know how to respond to this? Because I certainly don't. I don't think
Skipper.
Private does either.
Skipper, I'm quite honestly at a loss for words, Skipper.
Okay, should we get Rico on this one?
It's the evidence list. Half of this list was in God's desk. I can't believe this case is still going, Skipper.
I can't believe it's not better.
I can't believe we're still here, Skipper.
I'm just happy to be here.
Very well. Witness! Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, Yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture.
We have the whole thing now. I want to look at it proper. Oh, I can't turn this thing, so just gonna have to deal
Wait.
with that.
Wait a second.
So, like, turning your head, that's the window. So that looks like this blue badger thing is falling from in the air.
Well, weren't they both knocked out?
Huh? No.
They weren't. No, when Lana walked in and found them, they were both knocked out.
Oh. But then how is this thing up in the sky if that was the case? They're not knocked out yet. She drew this, so no, she drew.
Maybe that thing falls on them and knocks them out.
Yeah. But you were saying Emma found them already knocked out, and I'm like, no, she drew
No,
this
not
because
Emma,
she
not
saw
Emma,
this.
Lana.
Oh, okay. The other sky.
It dropped from the sky.
Message from the blue badger.
I come from the sky.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
Judge,
That
have
would
you
go on
ever-
to inspire apparently a creepy thing that was dancing in the. Hey, Judge, that thing's not creepy at all. Gumshoe, get out of here. Okay, sorry.
I have so many questions. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Are we really thankful?
I didn't say I was thankful.
Okay. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Emma's picture.
Okay.
Well, I have no reason to doubt that.
Wait, these are all new.
Yeah, these are all new.
This is the second testimony.
Yeah, but these are all new. These are all new things.
Yeah, I already
Yes.
read them. We're now cross-examining.
What is happening? I can't. How long is this trial? What year is it? Where am I?
It's currently the year 2017. The Switch comes out in a month.
Oh my god! I can't believe they're gonna play Breath of the Wild in 1 month.
Everybody be playing Breath of the Wild. I'll be playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh god, they did come out on the same week, didn't they?
The same month, at least. They were like about a week apart. I believe.
I think Horizon came out in February.
Let's see. I don't know where to go from here.
Well, could we get 2 more pieces of evidence to get to 4 pages?
Oh my god.
So I guess I pressed this one because we're seeing the picture clearly, and she's saying this is what exactly what I saw.
Well,
And the problem with that is that they are silhouettes.
yeah, I think what bothers me more is the weapon, honestly, because
A stick of chalk.
it's a stick. It should be pointed if it's a knife. You know what I mean? And that's why I was looking at Neil's autopsy, because I was like, wait a minute, because like wasn't he stabbed with a sharp object? So like either the game is intentionally hinting to us that yeah, she kind of drew a blunt object, or I'm just imagining things. Anyway.
Or
Sorry for asking so many times.
chalk, sorry.
Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course! This is the exact scene!
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives?
Hey, it's a fair question to ask that, George.
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
You weren't a detective! He was talking about the detectives, not you!
No, of course not! I better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary.
Well, he just barely have anything.
You can't divide by 0, Phoenix!
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
The chalk. Huh? Oh, well.
Okay, well, we're on track, so something needs to happen here.
See, if you look at this picture, you can clearly tell that Rudy's got the chalk zone.
Oh my god. I used to know a guy named Rudy. He's dead now.
Oh, that's
my God.
unfortunate.
That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here.
Alright, we are presenting as something at that statement. What is the question?
The autopsy report?
I'm gonna assume the autopsy, because that's where I found the inconsistency at this point. Because like I said, it was a stab wound.
Single stab wound piercing heart/lung.
The found in wound was missing tip. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I guess you can present that.
YOLO! Yay!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
Contradicts the contradiction.
It
What?
contradicts the contradiction, yes.
Contradictionception.
But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
I mean,
Mr. Wright.
there's a huge ass vase that's like whatever blue badger thing there.
That too, yeah. Perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us.
Oh, okay.
What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report?
Okay, we're not even looking at the blue badger thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just pick this thing. 'Cause I'm assuming that's, yep, okay.
The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. Looks like a piece of chalk.
But, Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
Well, in that case, that weapon should still be pointy before it goes in.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Wait, is it a switchblade?
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? I believe it is a switchblade. I don't...
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back.
Oh, right! Neil's also facing the... He's also facing Joe Dark.
If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Oh! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
That's right! I think. What does this mean?
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time. But she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. There probably is, actually.
Not so fast,
Can I
Mr.
say
Edgeworth.
objection?
There is another explanation.
We're having an objection battle, Judge.
I just want to feel included.
Have you forgotten already?
Don't forget DL6!
About a little something called DL6, falsified evidence?
Sir,
Forget DL6!
you're treading on thin ice, Wright.
All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah! Rumble, 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 rumble.
Okay, order.
No more Muppets in the gallery.
Aw.
We
enough.
don't have all the methods all the time, thank you very much. Are you saying that the investigation was really corrupted?
Yes!
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder?
Wait, which murder are we talking about?
That's the question, isn't it? The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gaunt. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to stop here and figure out what that lie is in the next videos, because we are
Alright,
now
then I'm just
out
going
of
to
time.
forever.
He's just gonna
Okay,
think about it
look,
for a while.
Look, just take a boba, have a zen moment, relax, breathe in, breathe out. We'll see you all in the next video.
It's fine, it's only murder.